if she earns more in a relationship? What do you think? I'm gonna approach this topic on two different sides. So let's take the side that the woman should pay more bills if she earns more in a relationship. And I will put myself as an example. So, what is love? What is marriage? Marriage is the two coming together. That you bring everything together. They said in the Bible, it says, a man shall leave a woman, they'll leave the family, and the woman also leave their family, and the two come together to become one. When you're coming together to become one, you're also bringing what makes you you into the relationship, right? You're also bringing what makes you into the relationship. So, if this is something you love and cherish, you put in your all. I will pay the bills if I earn more, because the money is already us. It's our money. It's not still my money. I might have just been blessed or lucky that I'm earning more at the moment. It doesn't mean that because I'm earning more, the other person will be struggling. It's our money. So paying more bills because though I'm a woman, it doesn't make any difference because it's our money. The two shall become one. It's about harmonization. The bills are all our bills, so we pay them. We don't say, oh, I pay more and you pay less. How come I'm paying more when I'm a woman? It doesn't make the other person a lesser person, because as a woman, you pay more. You're just lucky that you're able to earn significantly more than your other partner. And for things to move smoothly so that the other person doesn't struggle, you guys put it together to pay the bills. Yes. So I will pay the bills without hesitant. A woman who understands love and is in a relationship where she's being treated well, she will pay the bills. Now, let's look on the other side a little bit. And I will also pay the bills. Let me finish this side a little bit. I will also pay the bills if my husband maybe say had a very big job and was earning like more, and was covering all the bills, And out of a sudden, let's say he's laid off or something happened or he's sick and is unable to pay the bills. And God has blessed me, I have money. Why not? I will pay the bills. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. But let's take, for instance, if in a situation where the man has been earning more before and didn't care about you as the wife and didn't bother, you asked this and asked this, she didn't care, he didn't care. He was busy spending the money to other people outside. He was busy spending the money on women or to other things that they were not the priorities of the family. And then you were struggling. See, at the time, you guys were just paying like 50-50 the bills. And then out of a sudden, he got laid off. Even if I'm paying the bills, I'm not going to be happy. If I'm a woman, I'm not going to be happy because he had more before and he didn't treat me right. So why I feel like I'm cheated upon? Because he didn't treat me right when he had enough. If it's a very good, responsible man, why not? We pay the bills. If it's a man who is lazy and stays home, doesn't want to work, and their ability to take extra hours, their ability to do other options, part-time, to add to the main job so that he can get to pay the bills. And he decided to be laying lazy and staying about. That gives me a reason for not paying the bills. Or I pay it temporarily and I say, okay, I'm paying the bills temporarily, and maybe by this time you will be the one to pay the bills. Start thinking on how to pay the bills. Maybe why using your time to play on Xbox at this time to this time and other times to do this and go to visit friends and go out, maybe use this time to look for an extra job so that you can do your job, as take your responsibility as a man. Because some men are very, very lazy. They just feel like, oh, my woman is earning enough. I just need to enjoy from what she's working or earning. Don't forget, you are a man in the relationship. I rejoice. Don't forget. Don't forget. In every relationship, there's always a man. And that is never contested. And the man's position can never be tampered with, no matter whatever he brings in the relationship. So the man's position is not defined by what he brings to the table. It is there by God, by creation. So a man is a man. And if you're coming from a patriarchal family or patriarchal culture or patriarchal tradition where the man pays the bills, if you see your man struggling, a man who has been paying, and you see him struggling and you say you cannot pay, I don't feel like I can pay, I'm a woman, it's his responsibility to pay. Oh, there are gender-based rules too. When I'm pregnant, I'm the one carrying the pregnancy. When I'm breastfeeding, I'm the one doing the breastfeeding. When I'm doing this, I'm the one doing that. It's not about counting favors. In a relationship, in a marriage, we don't count favors. You are in that relationship, body and soul, because of love. And somebody in love will always go ahead and beyond, because they want to fulfill what they have in their relationship. They want to realize the love. They want to keep enjoying it. When you love something, you will put in your 99.999, if not 120%, to make it work. So when you're putting in that relationship, you're not counting, checking how much am I putting in. How come as a woman I have to pay the rent? How come as a woman I have to pay the child school fees? How come as a woman I have to provide for food, pay rent, buy groceries, do this? Because you have been blessed and you are able. You earn significantly more than your man. There's this story I've shared, and I love to share it before. This man traveled to US and then went back and married this beautiful woman whom she took to US. When she brought the woman, this man was earning $5,000 a month. So when he brought the woman woman quickly went for class, some upgrades, and this woman was blessed. She got a job where she was being paid $7,000 a month. Do you know what this woman told the husband? That she was being paid $1,000 a month. And this man, out of love and believing that the wife will never lie to this man, you know what he did? He said, oh, my wife is just having 1,000. So this man used his 5,000, ensured that there was rent was paid, there was food on the table, there were clothes, everything, gas in the car, and everything in that 5,000 a month. Whereas this woman had 1,000 to show up for, which the man did not even look into it. And guess what? out of the $7,000 that this woman was earning, he was saving $6,000 a month into a secret bank account. He was saving $6,000 a month. And the man would spend all his $5,000, and the woman had just the $1,000 to show to the man. And for any reason, that man never argued, never asked, never wonder why the wife is being paid only $1,000 a month. This woman now accumulated the money for months and years. They had 2 children, and then sent back home. And guess what? They bought 2 plots. And then she served the money, and then took some time that she was going back home and went to start construction on the 2 plots of land. So she went and was erecting 2 mansions at a time without the husband's knowledge, all in her name. The man has been squeezing himself, emptying all that he has to ensure that his family is okay. But this woman has been busy banking her own salary, which is $7,000 a month. She said she has $1,000, so she's been banking $6,000 every month. That's a lot of money to save for like 2-3 years, right? So why in the home, doing the building, her construction, supervising all of that, people were excited. And the friends to this man, one of them was so excited, and that he called the man and said, "Oh, bro, you've been really blessed. I see the great work that your wife is doing at home." And the man was like, "Seriously? What kind of great work?" She bought 2 lands and she's erecting 2 mansions. You send her to come and control the mansions, right? She's doing a great job. Good job, man. We like people like you. When you travel, you make us know that you travel. Your mansions are coming up. They are beautiful. And this man was like, wow. Like, seriously? Yeah, the man was like, "Congratulations, man. Good job." Then the man dropped the phone now and did some investigation. And after his investigation, he realized that that is actually happening. So what did this man do? Bought a flight and landed back home. And asked the woman, "Is this what you're doing?" The woman at first started saying no. Because when the man came out, I started saying no. And then realized that she was going to lose her marriage. Then she came back and said, "Yeah, this is actually what happened. I was just building the house to present to you as a surprise. It was just a surprise. I was doing it for a surprise." And the man said, "What kind of surprise? First, you lied to me that you were earning $1,000 a month. As if that was not enough, you were saving $6,000 a month. I was earning $5,000, which I had to take it to foot all the bills in the house for you and the kids and myself, whereas you were busy saving the money. And what the plots are all in your name. If the plots were in our name, I would think that you were doing it for us. But the plots were in her name. The house was in her name. And the man's family knew nothing about it. Only her family, because it was her brother and all of that were involved. And the man said, "I still love you. I have never stopped loving you. I will only accept you on one condition." And she asked, "What is the condition?" "That you go and change the land titles to my name, and the plot and the houses to my name, then that would be means that it belongs to us. Then that's the time I can accept you back. So behold, my people, this woman could not accept to change the titles to the husband's name. If she actually claimed that she was doing it for the family, as she claimed, then why is that so difficult? If I were her, I would say, okay, I will add your name. Mine will be there and yours will be there as well. If you were that person that you claim that you were doing it for the interest of your family, why did it take you that long? Why would you not do it for the family's sake? Why would you not do it? But because she was doing it for hidden agenda, she was doing it for her intention, she wouldn't love, she did not like to. So let's go back to our discussion. She wouldn't pay the bills when this man was struggling. She had the money, but she wouldn't pay the bills. Same as all of us, some women, they will have the money, but they will enjoy seeing their own men struggle. They will say, I'm not to pay the rent. It's the man's responsibility to pay the rent. Hey, Asa, it's the man's responsibility to pay the rent. Yes. And some men, because of pride and knowing how we men, we women, we run our mouth, that man feels like if he takes the money and had to pay the rent, tomorrow you would throw it at his face. And some men, they have their self-pride. They don't want to take that from any woman. They would rather struggle. They would rather borrow from friends than for you to pay. And every day, what kind of a man are you that a woman is paying your bills? What kind of a man are you? You sit there and feed you every day. But the men, they feed us, they don't complain. But when we get to feed them, we have an opportunity to do something for them. We're going to remind them as many times as possible, just to let them know that we did something. So, for me, it varies, the relationship. At times, it's also good to teach a man lessons. If this man was that man who was earning more and never cared, and now just lost his job or lay off from his job and he has nothing, teach him by paying the bills and say, look, I'm paying the bills, not happy, but I have to pay the bills. When you were earning enough, more that we could save and still use, you were busy spending on other things that were not prioritized. See, you don't have this. For a learning, next time, remember to save for this kind of things. Yep. And you pay. But some women, they feel like they are not supposed to pay the bills, that they are gender-based rules. And if they are gender-based rules, where are these gender-based rules written? I thought we women say what a man can do, a woman can do it more better. If we can do it more better, if the man cannot pay the bills, why not pay it? Because we can do better, right? We know how to do better. But also remember that beside every successful man is a woman. The two go side by side, not behind like before. The two go side by side. Beside every successful man is a woman. And if you're the woman who is supporting your husband to succeed and you're sitting or standing by the side, then you will ensure that the bills are paid if you are earning more. And if you are that woman Hi, Melodia. If you're that woman, hi, Paris. If you're that woman who feels like you are by the side as you should be to support your man, you will pay the bills without complaining. It will not even be a topic of discussion because you both are moving side by side. And you will not say, oh, it's a man's duty. Then why do I have you as a man? At times, some of us, we don't value what we have until we lose it. We will pressure the man, pressure, 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 pressure. The man will run head skater, and before you see, the man has quiet or he's passed. And now you're left alone. And guess what? When you're living alone now, you are able to pay the bills without complaining. Whereas if the man was there, you will complain and complain when you pay one bill. But because you pressure, and with all the pressure, the man is depressed, and before you know, sickness, and before you know, a lot is happening. Then you say, oh, my husband has done this. My husband is gone. How am I going to live? That's what you were working towards it, directly or indirectly. And then before you know, you're the one paying all the bills, paying the rent, paying the school fees, buying food, putting gas in your car, license, insurance, and everything. And that time, you are not complaining. I am not saying that men shouldn't take their responsibilities, because all men who are men, they know as their pride, they have to pay bills as their pride, which they hold it with high esteem. They wouldn't let any woman trample on them. But when there is a situation that you, the woman, earns significantly more than the man, and you see the man struggling, it is but wise. It is but like a beautiful woman inside out that you are, that you step in. You don't need to be told. You need to step in because you have that ability to care and provide. You step in to support, right? So for me, it just varies from situation to situation or case by case. But overall, I would say, as a woman, it doesn't matter who earns more. If you earn significantly more and some bills were being paid by your partner and they are struggling in the payment and you have the money, pay, because the two of you are together and the money is now for both of you. But in situations where the men are lazy, you have to give them a timeline. You have to push and encourage them to go get out and be working. Because some men too, when you start paying, they just feel like it's a right. So, and they are not putting effort to take back their responsibility if that's what they had been doing. So put a timeline and follow up with reminders, prompting them and letting them know at this time, as of this date, if this you're not putting on effort, I will have to end this. So the man knows that while you are doing all of that, you are also letting him to catch his breath, figure out his way, so that he continues with what he feels as a man of the house he is supposed to do. Yep. So whatever this is, it varies from person to person. So what works for you, what you think is right, why not do it? If you ask most women, they will say it's not their duty to be helping with bills, like paying house rent, paying other things. It's the man's responsibility. Yes, what if your man is sick? What if something unfortunate happened? What if he was laid off? What if he was robbed? What if are many, and you are earning significantly more? Are you going to let your own family that you're building together crumble because you don't want to spend your own money? That is not fair. And if you're building something together, it's the two builders. They come together, they figure out the plan, and then they start erecting the building, till it goes up. If to an extent in the erection, this hand is weak, this hand needs to support this hand so they continue to grow. You're not going to say, oh no, I'm tired. Every day is me. Every day is me. And you're busy, except the man is channeling the finances, the money somewhere else and is not able to pay the bills. Because I've seen situations where money was given to a man to go pay bills. He took it and sent to his family member. He took it and sent to his girlfriend. He took it and went to gamble. In those kind of situations, you will know that that man has to stand up and be a man. But if it's just a man who is genuinely has always been responsible but is lacking behind for one reason or the other, it's love for you, the partner, to step in. Because if he is in pain, you are also in pain. If he does not sleep, you don't sleep. If he's not happy, you are not happy. So will you enjoy watching your partner going unhappy while you have money in your pocket? You know, money is not everything, you know. You will not enjoy that, because if he's happy, you're happy. So for him to be happy, you have to pay the bills so he can sleep and have some rest and not be thinking, who will I rob? Will I rob Paul to pay Peter, or will I rob Peter to pay Paul? How am I going to make this work by the end of this month? And you're sleeping by the side, snoring with lots of money in your account. That does not sit well. Insofar as you are in a relationship that you both love each other and is building a home, a woman can pay the bills if she earns significantly more than the husband. It does not cancel or stop your respect to respect your husband. The fact that you pay the bills does not change you from being a woman to be a man. Women, let's not forget this. Paying the bills does not change you from being a woman to be a man. Paying the bill does not mean that you treat the man like a piece of shit. Paying the bill does not mean that you turn the man to be your slave or your errand boy or your servant. No. Paying the bills does not mean that you look or treat the man lesser than a man. So, if you're paying with in mind to put or bring forth these conditions, it's better you don't pay. And paying the bills doesn't mean that you've been nagging this man all through. Oh, you did this, you didn't did this, I paid this, because I paid this, you are now my servant. You are to run errands. What is your use in this house that I will pay all the bills and will still cook for you and will still serve you in the bed? What is your use? What am I doing here? I'm married to myself. No, women, at times now, let's be a little bit lenient. Let's be better people. Because I pay all the bills. You're supposed to run errands. He's just to clean, kneel down, lick your lips, your feet, and do all of that. No. If you pay the bills, whatever you do, you still remain a wife, and the man still remain the man. None of his respect is ripped off him. He is always the man in the relationship. There's no two way. If you have intentions to rip him off that title, then that's the no-go. That is a no-go. The only way is for you to support him to have a different job or to do for and add on something that you both can be doing to add to that, so that he will be happy and you will be happy. Some men, though, they just feel intimidated when their woman earns more than they do, because they know what's coming their way. She will be saying all the nasty things. She will be saying all the bad things. She will make sure they treat the men as if they are nothing. But if you love and care about your partner, you will do your best. You will put in your all to see that your home is built. And putting in your all means contributing to pay bills. Putting in your all also means respecting him no matter what, even if you have to pay the bills. Hope this was helpful. Tell me in the comment section, will you contribute more in paying bills if you earn more than your partner? Be it boyfriend or girlfriend, fiancé, husband and wife? Tell me in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, share, and comment, because this will help other people who are watching after us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. And see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.